Hello all, welcome back. We are on episode 165 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. Let's look at our colony summary so we can kind of see where we are at and where we need to kind of focus on. So right now we have a few different locations that we need to go to for extra artifacts. So we need to get them off of the Lushani asteroid. We need to get them from a couple of the other asteroids in order to get cosmic archaeology. So that's something that we're going to be consistently working on as we continue to send rovers to the different locations and so on and so forth. The Great Escape, we need to establish colonies on 5 asteroids by building and activating mini-pods. So we need one more asteroid with mini-pods on it, and we need to open the temporal tear. And then we need to send a duplicate on a one-way mission through that. So we have quite a bit of things to do with those. So we're not going to have that completed anytime soon. Not okay, but pretty cool. We have supercoolant, and I think that at some point we will focus on cooling down the hydrogen and oxygen at the top of our first asteroid. And when we do that, I think that it would be a good time to focus on getting this achievement done, so we could probably cool down a building to the temperature that is required for this achievement. So we scroll down all the way down here. GMO A-OK. We have Gassy Grass, which we are sending one of our rockets to the Gassy Move asteroid right now, so we can grab that. We have Waterweed on the Lushani asteroid, and then we are working on Nosh sprouts. Now, even though the percentage of getting a mutated Nosh sprout with the setup that we have is significantly lower than what it could be if we did it on Lushani, we did get the which one was it? We got the Dashas to mutate off of the same means that we've been doing this entire time. So we're going to continue to use the Nosh sprouts how we are, but we're also going to work on it on Lushani as well, so we can try and mutate that. So all 3 of those, when they are completed, then we'll have that achievement. So that's pretty awesome, actually. Mind the gap, we need to have a better way of producing diamond with the refined carbon. Radiation is just not plentiful enough on the main asteroid, so what we're going to do is we are going to harness that off of Lushani. So we are going to take the extra radiation that we get from the satellites, and then we're going to create more diamond from that way, and then we're going to send the diamond back to this asteroid so we can provide it with, you know, diamond every single time, because the setup we have at the top, it works, but it's very slow. So that's why we are going to do that. Okay, land dupes or rovers on all worlds in the cluster. We're gonna work on that as we go grab stuff from the other asteroids. So I think, you know, we can just keep sending a rover down as we move to grab artifacts and everything else. Sweeter than honey, we have beta hives. We know kind of where we are going. We aren't going to get rid of the carbon dioxide that we have at the bottom of the base until we extract the uranium from the beta hive. So that way we don't have any issues with that entirely. And then that's rad. Run a research reactor at full capacity. Again, Lushani is going to come into really good help here, since there's a plentiful amount of radiation that we can harness for this research reactor. So we'll work on that in a little while here, but we're gonna focus on getting Lushani set up and have that backbone for power. Let's actually go over there right away and see where we are sitting, right? So Dom is starting to dig, and so is Quinn. We're digging up and down just so we can figure out what else it is that we need to do moving forward. So we're gonna absolutely open this up some more so we can get the salt water and the water here to drip down. I think we'll leave the poke shells in here. It's not really a good thing to deal with when there's eggs nearby, so I'm not sure if that would be the best. We want to create a metal refinery setup right here, so that's kind of what we're gonna do. Let's go here, let's grab the brine, and then right here is where we are going to put the extra amount of, not extra, this is where the transformers are going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go straight across and get all of our transformers across the board at the same level. So our backbone is on the side of the asteroid here. So let's get that started. Let's look at what are the requirements that we need. So we have steam turbines here. We don't have any lead or enough copper or anything like that, so we may need to dig our way over to grab some of this iron. I think that might be one of the best opportunities. So we will go kind of like this, and then we'll grab the iron from here. See, that solid iron is providing a really good barrier for most of that radiation, so not going in all the way is going to be to our benefit. And then what else are we trying to do here? Oh, there's water weed. Okay. We wanted to add enough room for most of this stuff here to fall down, and then we don't have any issues with the flooding, right? Because flooding is not great. Although if we decided to, we could put this in water, and the Rex satellite radiation will be stagnated by liquid. I mean, we could do that, but not 100% necessary. Okay, and then we're going to start this right here. We're going to start creating the metal volcano tamer. Haven't tested anything with that yet, haven't changed anything or done any of the testing in what I want to call the automation playground that I have. I think that this will just be super similar to some of the other builds that we have, so I'm not too concerned with creating that sort of setup for the metal volcano. It is a little bit hotter, right? 2626 degrees Celsius. That is a little bit hotter than the other volcanoes that we have, but as long as you have a good amount of steam turbines to cool down that heat with the amount of water that's in here, you should be fine, right? You shouldn't have too many issues. So, all right, what else do we have going on here? Okay. Dom is taking his sweet time. We do need to break that one open first. We have some more of these cosmetic blueprints. Ooh, racing gloves. That's it for now. I'm sure we'll get more as we progress through the rest of the episode. Let's go over to our main asteroid, see what we have going on. Let's see. Okay, that's right. All of this is not connected. So we are going to need, yeah, we're gonna need all of that. Yeah, that pipe really got hot from sitting there. The liquid bridge was not having it. Liquid bridge. Let's do this. We're gonna make it out of ceramic instead. 1, 2. And then that should suffice, I would think. Yeah. Okay, let's look at our star map. Where are we at? Okay, we are right here going to the Gassy Mu asteroid. We haven't gone to Siftola, which has all that regolith in it. So how many do we have left? We have 17 tiles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So if we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we could drop off the rover on this asteroid to get another one of those sections down for that achievement. We will probably do that just to get that out of the way. How's our asteroid with all of the different crude? Empty pipe. Okay, we don't have enough water at the moment. Let's see, what's the water doing? Oh. Okay, so that was probably backing up a little bit. with the water here going to the rehydrator, it did not like that. That piping did not like that at all. So building broke. Must be too cold. Yeah. And we literally just started pulling the water out of there. We have water coming from here. There we go. Water coming from here. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, we're just gonna make sure they have stuff to do, and then we're gonna move on. Okay. Back to Lushani. Breathability, what are you talking about? The next step, I think, is gonna be to also provide... What we want to do is create a... what do you want to call it? This is for the backbone, so we're gonna go down and straight across, or something like that. We may go up one, and then just go straight across. Yeah, that might be the best route. Okay, that looks good, looks good. Let's move a little bit faster now that we have a bunch of this stuff completed, and it may be a good idea to send another duplicate here. Maybe one that can cook. Alright, so we have... Did we get all of... Oh, we did go through all of this, and... we got a bunch of materials lying around here. We don't really need to build that, but we should build these here. It helps a bit with the radiation, but it's not so much about that. It's more of if we send any sort of the payloads, I don't want it going down into the radiation area. I'd rather it go up here. So that's kind of why we did that. Okay, let's focus more on this, please. Really don't. We don't need those. I want this stuff focused on, though. Look at that, lots of water. So that's 3, 15 tiles. Okay. I think we kind of measured it out, didn't we? So we got 5 and 5. So that's 2 steam turbines. I'm imagining we're gonna have to have at least 3. Because if we look, how much is it? 8.7 kilograms, okay. If we go to the other volcano that we have, let's see, where is it at? It's up here. Okay, so it's not as much, right? We do not have that much coming out of it like this is, so we could probably handle, we might be able to handle it with 3, 4 for good measure. It'd be nice if you could change the tile that's underneath these, right here, right? Because if I could allow all of this liquid to go next to this without having to do anything, that would be great. And we're trying to keep this small, right? We want to keep it small because we need to have 2 of them. One here and one here. Yeah. So I think the next step is going to be, let's build these. We're gonna push the water over in this direction. So we'll start building these up, then we'll go down. We'll build these up one at a time, and then, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be nice and easy. All right, what are we doing? Okay, they opened that up. Good. There we go. Yeah, we needed another one of those. And now all that's going to be created. Oh, there's a water weed right there. Okay. Not terrible, not terrible at all. Alright, we're getting some more aluminum in here. We definitely need that for all of the different things that we're trying to make. Right? We want to put some of this radiation pipe, and we're going to use aluminum for that because it's a little bit better than cobalt, I think. Right? From what I hear. Here, let's just take a look. There's that. And then if we look at the radiant liquid pipe, it is, oh, you melt at 660 degrees. Okay. But the thermal conductivity is 410, and then the heat capacity is 0.910. If we look at cobalt here, yeah, look at that thermal conductivity. It's double. Way better. Pretty exciting that we're getting some better materials to work with. Okay, don't tell me you're bored or you're sitting here. That's not cool. Alright, so let's actually look at this and see what do we need to do. We need a steam turbine. So it's going to be 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. And the reason this is nice is we can attach it right next into the pipe right here, right into the line right here. Into the power spine that's going to go all the way up and down this. There we go. Oh, the poke shell just fell right down. That's alright. How's our rocket going? Okay, rocket's going well. Alright, let's look at our diamond up here. Do we have enough? No. We still need more. We're gonna send this up instead to the right this time, so we can make some more. How are we doing in here? Holding breath. Yeah, I know. Looks great. We have food. Status. All the food. Holy cow, that's a lot of food. How are we doing on food over here? It says it's 8,400 calories, but I don't trust that. We have 33 right here, dried surf and turf, so 4 divided by 8 cycles. So we have 8 cycles worth of food here, which is really good. That gives us time to form up the rest of these grub fruits. And then let's throw roasted grub fruit. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Let's check our temperature here while we are around here. Look at this, it just keeps switching back and forth. The supercoolant isn't even doing much, it's just changing like by 3 degrees, I think. Let's check it out. So coming in at 3.6, going at the end at negative 0.5. So negative 3.6 to negative 0.5. So this tile right here is really getting the brunt of that change, right? Definitely. Then how's everything else looking? Oh, that's pretty cold. That oil well is getting a little bit chillier. This one is okay. At least it's negative, it's lower than 50 degrees. Alright, we have some idleness, which is okay. Yeah, I should start to fix this, and you know, we'll just do that. Get the hydrogen and the oxygen in to do 2 separate sections, and then that would probably be helpful since we have hydrogen all over the place. If we look at all this hydrogen, we aren't burning it fast enough. Yeah, that might be a good idea to start turning it into a liquid. Now I wonder, would liquid hydrogen work here? No. Petroleum or ethanol into electrical power. Okay. That would be pretty cool if you could use liquid hydrogen for something else. Okay. Alright, so as we move on, let's just go back to Lushani, check it out, see what we're completing. Okay, looks good. Let's mop all of that up. Yeah, Dom's highest priority, I think, is digging, so of course, anytime that the digging errands come up, those are priority over everything else. Fantastic. Alright. Looking good, Dom. Looking good. Let's open up all that. And then mop up all this extra stuff. Perfect. Apparently you need someone with the demolition skill for that, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. We're giving us some more room. I don't care too much about these extra tiles, so there you go. Alright, so what we need to do is put unreachable storage. You need to be here. And then what we want is, oh, what was it? It is gas grass seeds. There we go. And then allow manual use all the way at the bottom. No, all the way at the top. No, sweep only. Okay. Sweep. Let's put these up. There we go. Look at all that meat. That is a lot of meat. We're gonna bring that back. I'm gonna put that on there after. No, wait, no, we have meat. So we got some gas grass seeds. Let's take a look at here. Lead. Lead is in here right now. $635,000 calories of meat. Oh man. Isn't that delightful? Sweep. Look at that, 80,000 calories right here. This is nuts. No, don't do that one yet. We want all the gas grass first. Are we breathing? Yeah, we're breathing, that's why. Okay, that looks good. Back to Lushani. Power use. Yeah, let's make these a higher priority. We need someone with the demolition skill, huh? Let's look at the skills here. Who is on Lushani? Dom and Quinn. Demolition is all the way here, which we're gonna grab because Quinn isn't doesn't have too many requirements. Look at that, boom, done. That's so fast. I'm really surprised, actually. We do need to deconstruct this one though, so everything falls. Yeah, there we go. Down goes the pip. Okay, we got a bunch of aluminum. That's really good. I don't want all of these. I don't want them on here for long. So let's go gas grass. We have 1. Maybe we should get a couple more, yeah? Gas grass, gas grass, gas grass. Where's the seed? Seed right there. That's what we want. Alright, so we're grabbing that. What else did we need? I mean, it needs to be very cold, right? So let's sweep the seed here. No, there's the seed right there. Sweep that up. There's a bunch here. All right, let's go to Lushani, check out the printable. What do we got? Steel, that was perfect. Almost like they knew we needed that. Okay. Yeah, we're just preparing the area out for what we're gonna be making, so yeah, let's get rid of those. Okay, now let's do igneous rock. 8, 9, 10. How many is it gonna be across? It's gonna be, I mean, this one doesn't have to be too large. 16. Let's look, how do we have it set up over here? We have 32 tiles across, but we could do 32. No, 30, 20. Why don't we keep it small? Why don't we keep it like the 20 tiles, right? So if we had 20 tiles, then we would need, how much would we need? We would need 150, 300 for each of those. So that's 600. I'm trying to do the math here on how much water we would need. I'll worry about that in a minute here. Let's get this over here. Okay, that's 16. So power, steam. I'm just counting this out. Okay, so we need to go over at least 1. Right? Okay. We're gonna leave this open though, so both of them can get in there. We're gonna go every other. That way we can throw all the water that we need in here. So we have, that's 18 tiles, even though we probably need a little bit more than that. Let's go power, steam turbine. I don't need that out of steel. 1, and then we need to go over 1 more. Okay. We can move the massage clinic. It doesn't have to be right here. We can move it like down here or over here. Actually, let's do that right now. Put the massage clinic right here. It's a great place for it when you're gonna have you're gonna have to have people coming in and out of the room in order to go down and over here and everything. Oh well, we can get rid of that just to make our steam turbine setup. I'm okay with that. Okay, so 150 times 2 is 300, so 3,000. And then if we do calculator, 3,000 divided by 10. So about 300 in each one of those. So that means we need, or 300 across. That's all we need. So we are going to require probably, yeah, we're probably going to have to get rid of some of this oxygen. Make it a vacuum. Okay. Unless we make it one larger. Like we go. That's just gonna look weird, but I don't know how I feel about that yet. I think we're gonna go with the just the 2 all the way across. All right, and then we're gonna want a ladder so we can get in and out. I don't think we need the massage clinic anymore, but it's just nice to have in case they get stressed out. How are we doing over here on the Gassy asteroid? Did we get everything that we needed? Okay, we've got 5 seeds. Okay, that should be plenty. I'm gonna wait until the next day in order to continue sending our... Who's in here anyways? Let's go view interior. Sending Hassan. Alright, so where are we gonna go? We are going to go... We have 13 tiles left, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We're gonna go there, drop off the rover, go to Lushani, send a payload over to Lushani, go back home after that. Yeah, we're doing everything we can possibly with this rocket out and about. So let's see if we can continue on Lushani. Crops. Yeah, we aren't really... All we're trying to do is grow radiated... Oh, okay, so what we need is plumbing and pitcher pump. Because this is salt water, right? Oh, damn, look at you go. Making all the cool things. Alright, let's deconstruct all this. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll put a wire here and we'll connect it after this is all deconstructed. That way we don't have too much. And then we have salt water that we can provide now with the pitcher pump. Yeah, there's a little bit of water on each of those, so let's do that. Yeah. So as we do that, we can pick up all this extra water that is sitting on top. Should work. All right. Dried surf and turf, good. We have it sitting here? I think we do. Yeah, it's all sitting right there. Okay, good. That's all taken care of. Let's make these a little bit higher priority. I don't think they're getting too much radiation. No, like 10, 12, 14. It's not a lot at all. There we go. All right, we want to go here. Hassan's in here. Let's go to the actual main asteroid. Let's go here. Cargo. Yeah, we're not doing anything. We're just gonna go. And away we go. Now, before we go anywhere, let's just make sure. We'll catch it in a second. Oh yeah. All that's really warm, but it's just gonna go away really fast. How are we doing over here? Okay, so I think this would be a better idea to get all of this right here instead of these. So we're gonna make that a highest priority, and then we are going to. We have a little bit of oil right here. Hopefully they take this first and then they get rid of this pump. Okay, so now that that is in space, let's look and make sure we have 12 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Copper meteor shower, and then a gassy mood. It's a moody shower, everybody. Ha, that's great. Love it. Love it. All right, let's keep going here. What do we got going on our main asteroid? Anything crazy? Not particularly, but yeah, this is 32. And they seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, their uptime. What am I thinking of here? Uptime is 100%. Okay. That's not terrible. I mean, it's not at a higher than this. I think it's been around that, a little bit under half of the capacity. So we have 1, 2. Oh, there's a sponge slug in there. What's it taking all that water for? You know, we need to get rid of that sponge slug. So that might be why we're having issues, because if it's got water, it sponges it up and it could put it into the wrong pipes. And that's not what we want. As cool as you are, I don't want you creating a mess. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. So how long do we have? 1.3 cycles. Okay, so we have plenty of time to do other things. Back to Lushani, that's what I was thinking. We're getting this done. Get that here. Lots of water that we need to grab. And the reason this is going to be really nice is we have this extra spot right next to it for the large power transformer, right? And we're gonna make it out of iron. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna build that one right there right now. But we should be fine. Look at that, water weed is growing. Although I think it would be better if it was a little bit higher than that. Or better yet, like over here. Let's look at the radiation. Pause it for a second. This one is crazy high, 2,000 and 1,900. So we would go 1, 2, 3. How about this? Yeah, they're pretty similar. So I think I don't want to go near them until we have lead suits. So that's why we're making this over here. Okay, let's make some copper. We have a bunch of iron ore, so we'll make both of those. Even though it's not as efficient as the other ones, I just want to get some extra stuff. Extra materials. We have a lot of gold that we could use, but hey, there's also aluminum here. We have regular refined iron right here that we can just go into. You know, I guess let's just do it. Dom, you'll be fine. Walk it off. A little exposure never hurt anybody. What is that? Story trait, mysterious hermit. An unfamiliar building has been discovered in my colony. There's move it inside, but whoever the inhabitant is, they seem wary of us. If we can convince them that we mean no harm, we could very well end up with a fresh recruit and a useful new building. I've never seen this before. Knock on the door. The process of recruiting this building alone occupant involves the completion of key tasks. We are going to do this, everyone. I've never done that before. That is interesting. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Is that polluted oxygen? It is polluted oxygen. I just want to make sure we don't have any germs. What is that? A shipping container? Status. A large transport unit from the facility sub basement. It has been modified into a crude but functional temporary shelter. Oh man. And we're gonna need power? Yeah, it does need power. Okay. Interesting. Super awesome. Pretty excited about that, actually. We need more oxygen, I think. So we're gonna go down and over and down and then here. Provide some oxygen in this section. That way Dom and everybody else can breathe. Almost there, okay. Idleness, all of this idleness. Let's see what we got here. I mean, we could start building the two different sections here. I don't know how big of the containers we want. I mean, I suppose it's just gonna be however large you want, but every single build that I have seen for this, in order to keep the keep the hydrogen at a similar temperature, you use a heat or a cool injector. Seed analysis completed. Deeply probing the genes of the Nosh sprout plant have led to the discovery of a promising new cultivatable mutation. The Nosh sprout blooming. We've got one more, everybody. We only need two more. We only need the other ones. I can't believe we got it without going to Lushani with them. That is fantastic. Super exciting. Can't believe that happened. Yeah, that is so awesome. So now all we have to do is get waterweed and gas, the gas grass. I think it'll be good to change the radiation here, because this is just not enough. Having it only used for this is going to be probably crucial. Okay, let's put water in here. Water, enable, auto bottle, and then we can do sweep only if we want. Let's grab all of these, throw them in there. Let's grab this here. What do we got? Mallow seeds. I know I move a little bit fast sometimes when I have a lot of stuff. Kind of like, oh man, this is too much sometimes. Let's grab all that. See, Dom did all that, probably didn't have an issue at all. He was fine. Okay, and then we're gonna open up all these. No, don't do that. We're gonna build a tile here so the iron doesn't fall down. There we go. We're just grabbing any of the water that rolls over to the edge here. Kind of nice that it does that on its own. Now, would we be able to? No, it's too much liquid. Okay. So we have some water here. We're gonna need a little bit more. Just a smidge. Let's make this our higher priority. Yeah, we definitely want to send out more oxygen. It's just sitting here and it's overpressuring. Wow, it's starting to look really nice over here. I'm pretty happy about this stuff. 20 tiles, that's not too much. All right, let's go check our star map. Almost there. We'll be able to send the rover, get a portion of that achievement done, then go to Lushani and then come home. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking of, I'm gonna pause it for a second. We want it to be inside of insulated tile, right? That just makes sense because we want to make sure that it stays inside there. I mean, if it's out inside the vacuum, you're not going to have a heat transfer anyways. So at least that'll help keep it consistent and not transfer to anything else out there if it gets next to it, right? So if we do that, we're going to need a section for the injector, which is probably going to be similar to our petroleum boiler down here, where we have a metal tile or a diamond tile or something that conducts the heat, and in that case it's actually going to be cold, so we have heat going through the tiles and the door. When the door's open, the cold doesn't transfer through, so it's just a reverse. Instead of it heat, it's going to be cold. So we're going to have a section of 2 tiles, probably here and here. And then we're going to have another one directly underneath that going here and here. I meant here. We're going to move this and probably go like over here. Yeah, that should be plenty of room. This just gives them something to do. Okay, that's infinite. Perfect. All right, let's let them keep rolling. You're telling me breathability is your issue, but I think you're fine. Oh, we have radiation sickness. Yeah, we got way too close to this one. Let's not get any closer. It's because he went this way instead of down and in there. Rocket is in orbit. Okay, let's go to the star map. Let's deploy the rover. I am not grabbing that duplicate. We are not ready for that. I see ice. Don't see too many materials. Let's pause for a second. What do we have here? Mafic rock. Rust. Mafic rock. Okay. But there is a security door here. Okay. So let's deploy the rover right here. Change the location. Go to Lushani. We have 9 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. So, oh, we saw the shovel. Let's have all this stuff. Yeah, we need to, we need the mafic rock for materials, right? There we go. Hi, shovel. At least we would have food. Look at that. Alright, how many lumens is it? Holy cow, that's a lot of lumens. That's pretty bright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't do that. All right, let's take this ladder. We're just gonna go straight down. See what we find. See if we can find any of those artifacts. Yeah. We do need to go over here because we want to grab the artifacts that are down here. I think there's what? There's 3 or 2? 1, 2? Yep, 2 artifacts here. I mean, we have the graphite that we can turn into fullerene, but it's not necessary since we have plenty of that already. Speaking of which, let's add to the molecular forge here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, what do we have to eat? We have grub fruit, mushroom, pepper bread, meat, bristleberry, souffle. Okay, we've got a lot of different options. Okay, let's go back to Lushani, see how that's going. Alright, can you, like, do that first? Both of these are more important so you can breathe. My goodness. Alright, so I think... This is why I wish we had the airlock building, because I would totally put the airlock building right here. And that one is... I know that that airlock building comes from the... a mod. But a lot of the times, like to me, it would make more sense to have an airlock building. Let's see. We don't have a lot of water yet. So we need to do this. We need to add a pitcher pump. Probably right here. Open that up. Give us full access. Now oxygen should be on the way in a moment. Yeah, I don't want you holding your breath. Why don't we get that done right away? Perfect. All right, so now that we have, I'm just gonna double check this out. Go to GMO. Yep, all we have is water weed and gas grass. Super awesome. See that water's going down as we mop it up. So eventually it's going to do the same thing and go into this section every single time, which I am frankly okay with. Okay, so the oxygen here is probably going to just go up and all this is going to go back and forth, but this is just going to provide temporary relief. Let's move that over one more. Yeah, major eye irritation. I hear ya. Sorry, Dom. At least we can breathe. Let's get all this water up here. There we go. I'm gonna go knock on that door. I don't know if we're gonna get to it now, but we're gonna try. Okay, do we have enable auto bottle? We do. Doesn't need to be sweep only. That's gonna help, but we don't need it 100%. Alright, what do we have at here? Okay, all this is going good. We have crude oil from both sides. And it's dropping from here, here, and all the way over here. We have a couple of slicksters at the bottom, which is good and bad. Filling up our natural gas geysers. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Everybody here seems to be doing really well. We have a lot of stuff set in place. Let's do one of these, and let's do, why not, one of those, and yeah, why not? So we got lettuce. Can we eat the lettuce? Oh, they can just straight up eat the lettuce. Perfect. Okay. So we have a bunch of stuff here. Let's make this stuff into lime always. That'll be helpful, right? Mop this up. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be a constant thing. Oh, are we making Lyslip? We are, and that requires water. I see. I didn't realize that we were making that. Not cool. All right, so with that completed, or they have a bunch of stuff that they're doing. We could probably pick up this. Okay, all that's going. Let's check the temperature down here. So again, with this tile right here, you can see it behind there. It's kind of getting really hot and then turning really cold. Getting hot and then turning cold. Getting hot and then turning, like, it's constantly doing that. So this tile, you can see, is the most, like, one of the more important ones that we make sure is converting the heat coming from the hydrogen directly into cold, right? I mean, you can see the polluted water in this one, changing it right away. So anytime you build something, any sort of system on the hydrogen vents, or even the magma vents or anything like that, if you're using the actual location of the vent or geyser or volcano, these tiles right here are very important that you are transferring the heat so you don't break the pipes in the back. Like, that is, I haven't found many of these things out until more recently. So, you know, for me, that is crucial to understand. As being newer to the different types of communities, it's so awesome to see the different styles and the different things and recommendations. But I think that that's one of the more important things to understand is there are certain tiles, or the I guess I don't remember if it was called the point of interest, or I think it was called point of interest, of the actual location of where the stuff comes out of the geyser or vent. That's very, very important. So anyways, enough about that. A little bit of a tangent, but just something that I've thoroughly enjoyed as we've been taking this journey so far. Who got an attribute? Machinery skill to plus 18. Holy cow. That is really high. Breathability again on here. Oh, we almost made it. Let's go knock on the door. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Oh my gosh. Knock on the door. Are we cold? I think we are. Do we have to attention required? Something in the colony, in my colony, needs to be attended to. Well, we did knock on the door. How long do you have to knock on the door for? This is crazy. I've never done this before, so it's just funny to watch. Whoa, look at all that uranium. Sorry, tangent here. Is this percentage supposed to change? I don't understand. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna go knock on the door. We're gonna just cancel for a little bit. How are we doing over here? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We could probably start building the thermo aqua tuner, right? Let's put that right here. Let's get the plumbing ready. So we're gonna do liquid thermo sensor, make that out of steel as well. Automation, also gonna make this out of steel, up and over. If we do some plumbing, we'll do insulated tile. Let's just go down, down and over. Make sure we do the standard overflow pipe. You know, that's always crucial whenever you make these. And then directly into the thermosense, out of the pipe thermosensor into the aqua tuner. This is just the best setup that we have found. I think I drove some people a little crazy when I wasn't doing it properly at the beginning of the series here, and it was some growing pains, but we've eventually evolved out of our standard flow here. Then we definitely understand why this was more important than what we had before. So you always want to have this thermosensor directly to the left so you can control the thermal aqua tuner to the best of your capabilities. So, okay. Let us continue. I think we need to put these here instead. That will allow us to wipe up the water. Okay, let's give them some space, check our star map. Where are we at? Okay, we are almost at Lushani with this, and we can send the payloads full of the gas grass. Now, we are definitely going to need super coolant on that asteroid to cool down the chlorine enough. And the gas grass, right? Because the gas grass has a very high requirement on a few different things. No, we don't want all the way over. We want to go... Okay. More meteor showers. Interesting. Glass. Perfect. Let's check what we've got going on here. Okay, we got all the way down. We're gonna keep going. Trying to dig is a little difficult, especially because when you try to do that with the regolith, it just literally falls down. Entombed. What's entombed? Oh. Oh my gosh, so much oxalite. But that's okay. We'll just, you know, not get hit by another asteroid. There we go. There are worse things to get hit by, that's for sure. I don't want to keep knocking on the door yet. Well, what I will do is provide power. Power is necessary. Actually, we'll provide it off of this one. And then we'll cut the power once all that's done. Wait, what do we see on here? Meteor shower. Rocket is in orbit. Okay, so we need to send deploy. And then go home. Perfect. I guess the cool thing about building in space when you have this stuff is you don't have to pull out the atmosphere. You can just leave it alone. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, see now we can mop that up. Dom is okay. He didn't go through the radiation for much too long. Oh, we can't reach that though. How about we do this? Let's uproot that so we can actually build this. Perfect. All right, let's leave him alone. They're building all this. So I guess the question I have then is, does it matter where we put our cold injector? If it's at the top, would that be better for the hydrogen? Does it matter? Because all the liquid's going to be at the bottom, right? So we probably don't want it to be at the bottom, I would imagine. What do you guys think? What would be the best way to handle that for both of these? Because we're gonna have two different tanks here. We're gonna have one for the liquid hydrogen and one for the liquid oxygen, and then that's gonna be sent directly into one of the rockets, right? So for the injector, does it matter if it needs to be at the top or the bottom? I would imagine we would want it at the top, not the bottom. And the only reason I'm doing this is I don't want to have a setup like we have on the hydrogen gas down here, all the way down here, right? Because that seems overkill. I think that if you had an injector, you can control it more, and it just makes more sense because you only want a portion of it cooling off at a time. You don't want to cool off every single thing to the lowest temperature. That just makes sense to me. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Plenty of farm tiles working well. Let's actually get this closer. Let's do... I know this is not going to be good for... No, let's hold off. Let's get lead suits first. I just really want to get the last achievement done. Now where is... Oh, we are grabbing them all. Cool. And then we are going to empty the storage. Hey, we have some lead there, so that's good. I think it's awesome how this is like a can opener. Literally a can opener. Oh man. Okay, you can go back inside if you have issues with your eyes. It's too bright in here. Alright, let's actually put some emphasis on the stuff over here. I think we need to focus in and get that metal refinery. Metal refinery. It is 4 tall, 3 tall. Let's look. 4 tall. Okay, so we want to give us... let's see. Let's do here. Actually, let's just make it look a little nicer. We're gonna do refinement. No, before we do refinement, let's actually add 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's in the way. Okay, so deconstruct that. We're gonna get this here. Yeah. Yep, yep. Then we're gonna let this all fall over. Fall down and into this area here. Yeah, we're gonna need to take the bleach stone, turn it into liquid bleach or liquid chlorine. Liquid bleach. Liquid bleach stone is what I was thinking of, but obviously that wasn't correct. Are we stuck? I think we're stuck. Yep. Oh no, 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 we're fine. We're not stuck. Almost. Where are we at on our star map? Okay, home. Good. Landing done. Okay, our liquid fuel got filled up all the way. We don't have enough rad bolts yet. Okay, we need 1,000 per. Yeah, this really needs to get started. Dried surf and turf. Okay, what else are we sending? Let's do carbon, refined carbon. We can always make a lot more since we have a ton of coal. See, look, if I go coal. Coal. We have 431.7 tons. I don't know if we have enough, everybody. I think we might need some more. But that is courtesy of the hatch farms that we've had for the past entire game. I mean, we did get the carnivore achievement, and then we got the smooth hatch achievement with the metal, refined metal. So, you know, having all the hatches for a majority of the playthrough has significantly reduced or increased the amount of coal that we have had the entire time. So, because we've had, I think, 6 hatcheries, even 8 hatcheries at one point. Not hatcheries, 8 hatch farms. That's what I was thinking of. All right, let's take a peek at our second asteroid. This looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the temperature up here. I think it's gonna be fine. Yep, looks good. We have hydrogen coming in specifically for power and for the anti-entropy thermal nullifier. This thing works wonders. I love it. I wish we could have more than one. How about the temperature down here? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good overall. Relative temperature, thermotolerance. So that one, uncomfortably chilly surroundings. Okay. Interesting. Back to Lushani we go. Alright, what are we doing all the way down here? We're just providing and delivering? Yeah, that's what it looks like. We need to dig some holes here. This is gonna be to drop the carbon dioxide, and then I'm gonna have it go straight down, and then we're just gonna dig a nice trench for all of the extra carbon dioxide directly above this beta hive. So when we are ready to go down here with an Atmos suit, then all this carbon dioxide is going to be sitting in here waiting for us to go down there. Wow, it's really cold down there. Look at this. Absolute temperature. -51, right? If we look at radiation, there's not a lot of radiation down here, but whoa. Was that a wave of radiation? That was interesting. Okay, neat. Things are going to take a little bit longer on this asteroid since we only have 2 duplicants, so I'm kind of not surprised we haven't fully completed everything that we've been trying to accomplish. 5,000 kilograms of iron, okay. Wow. All right, and then we want heavy watt wire. That's gonna be... Let's just look on our other asteroid. Let's look at the power. Okay, it's on the bottom row. Okay. No. Here. Okay, so power. Heavy watt conductive wire. Okay, and then we are also going to need to do that here. There we go. We won't go too much farther. We need an electrical engineer. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna grab another duplicate to send over here. If we need more of this, then it just makes sense. We need to deconstruct that. Higher priority, please. Uh-oh. Here. That would be helpful. Thanks, Dom. We don't want that inside of our pipes. Our pipes don't need that. There we go. We're just delivering everything before we build it. So it's one step at a time, and then they will be all set. All right. So I think if we need to have it at the top, so we're gonna make it like this large, right? So it's gonna be like 64 tiles large. That means we need, let's go with 66, 63. Oh, because it's 9. Okay. 54, 66, 84. I'm not sure what we're gonna make it as, but I know it's not gonna be small. We're not gonna do something like this small. It's gonna be at least double, maybe triple this. Maybe even more. Unreachable food. Who can't eat? Roasted grubfruit nut. Consumables. Where are you, Harold? You have the capability of eating roasted grubfruit nut. Now, the real question is roasted grubfruit nut. Then, yeah, that needs to be made. There we go. Not a problem. That wasn't too hard of a fix, right? We still have long commutes, which I find very difficult to believe, since everybody on this asteroid has the capabilities of going in and out of the transit tubes wherever they need to go. So if they need to go over here, they can get out. If they need to go up here, they can get out. They can go all the way down here, right? Unless the transit tube is also used as a portion of travel time. New printables. What do we got? Shard. Okay, so let's look at our second asteroid. Okay, we have plenty of food. Lushani. Yeah, Lushani needs more. Let's do swamp chard. There we go. Siftola. Look at that. We've reached the bottom. Let's just see how far over we can get. All of that got dug up. That is crazy. So I wonder, yep, we can see a blender right there. So we have 1, 2, there's 2 different Artifacts right there. We literally would send someone here just for the artifact. That would be what we would do. We would just come here, build the rocket platform, make sure they have food, all that, all the other goodies. So that's in the future, I think, just to get those artifacts. All right. No, Lushani, that's where we want to go. Okay, did we get all of the materials out of here? We did. So that is good. Oh, that is something that we need to figure out. We have a liquid here. We need a couple things. No, we need a little bit bigger than that. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4 plumbing. We're gonna go like this. Liquid pump. We're gonna send this just over like so. This is directly for the supercoolant. We're gonna send a bunch over to Lushani so that way we can cool down the chlorine. If we look over here, we have some chlorine, liquid chlorine at -33. It's just the radiation that we want that we don't have on this asteroid. So that's why we're going to do it on the other one. If we just click on the chlorine, it only needs to get to -34.6. So it doesn't even need to be super cold in order to turn into liquid. But if we go to the gas grass, it needs two things. It needs lumens, which, you know, lux, needs 10,000 at least. And then it also needs a -75 degrees Celsius. So having that chlorine at a colder temperature is going to keep the overall temperature of the gas grass down. So we definitely need to put this in like hydrogen, or let's see, can it have... It doesn't say that it matters about the atmosphere. It just says that it needs lumens. So, I wonder if we might not be able to put it in something. I think maybe we're gonna have to have like a row of supercoolant, cool it off all the way around the bottom, kind of similar to how we have these here. Right, we have supercoolant on this row that's cooling down everything in this on this row, along with the piping on the bottom. But anyways, folks, that's going to be it for this episode. We did accomplish quite a bit on Lushani. We're starting to get our setup involved for the very first cooling loop that we have for a metal refinery, which should be everybody's first thing that they do with an aqua tuner setup. You know, having an infinite amount of refinable metal, and then being able to refine it and keep the area cold instead of providing heat all around it in the vicinity. That is crucial. So, you know, setting it up with a thermal aqua tuner is really essential in most cases. So anyways, that's it, folks. Please let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions. I do appreciate all of those, and I do read all of the comments when I have the capability of responding. I always try to. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next episode.